New WoW video for 11... What? Are you baiting me? You're baiting me, aren't you? Look on YouTube. Oh my god.
Hi,
I need to leave. Sorry, guys. 11:07. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. The Siren Isle.
I'm Kayla Brown, and I am a game producer on the WoW team. I'm here joined with a bunch of our talented developers in order to show you guys a little bit of a sneak peek into what we have lined up for our 11:07 content update.
Yes!
One of the awesome features that we have coming in with 11:07 is actually a brand new zone that we have named Siren Isle. Our design philosophy when creating this zone was to make
No fucking way. Chat. This island has been in the game since Battle for Azeroth. I'm not even fucking with you. It might not be exactly the same.
sure that we made a very engaging outdoor end game experience that would cater to a whole bunch of different play styles and player types.
Siren Isle is a mysterious island located in a particularly stormy part of the ocean. During the Fourth War, it was used by the Sirens to mine azurite, and then everybody mysteriously
What a surprise.
disappeared. Recently, the island has sent out a massive pulse of energy, and everything heard it. And your allies are mounting an expedition to this island to find out what happened and investigate.
Players arrive in Dornegal to meet up with the goblin Skagit, which is Gazlo's assistant. And we find that the Earthen and the Arathi have already made it to the island, so naturally Skagit's ready to go. He's like, get on the
I'm
Zeppelin,
so sure
let's
it's
go.
the same
time
island.
For adventure. So what's fun about the Siren Isle is when players arrive, we see signs that Sirens have been here before, but there seems to be nobody around.
Guys, come on.
Which is really interesting. We see all these buildings and structures, but by the time the expedition gets there, it's empty. It's one of those fun little mysteries, we hope. So on this island, players are going to have a wealth of enemies to encounter. We actually have 3 separate groups. So we have the Bloodwake Frightful, we have the Naga, and then we have a bunch of pirates. These groups will be rotating around on the island, so players won't encounter the same group week to week. Also, players will encounter a large crystal in the center of the island that seems to sing gently or hum, which has attracted the attention of both the Arathi and the Earthen. So our friends on the island, they're all here for different reasons, which is really exciting. The Earthen and the Arathi are here to study the crystal, and the goblins are interested in what the crystal can do, right? And so they're a really fun cast of people to have because they're so different, but it's also fun to have them all together here because their differences actually might be more complementary than we think.
Siren Isle, being in a particularly stormy part of the ocean, is regularly lashed by horrible tempests. During these storms, powerful creatures of all kinds come up out of the ocean and assault the island. Players can defend their allies
Is this like an island
go
expedition?
into the storm. In order to do this, their allies have provided them with vehicles and weapons and other tools that they can use to take on these much more powerful enemies. There's all these crazy powerful enemies that show up, and you get to use these tools. For example, my favorite is the crawler mines. You can grab them, target one of the big nasties, and just have the bomb run up to it and explode. Boom. There's 3 caves on the island that are sealed up. Each of these caves has a deadly enemy inside. Players will be able to chip in, and you can donate to their excavations. And each of
Maybe
the
it's not the
factions,
same island.
the Earthen, the Goblin, and the Arathi have a different cave on the island, and players can donate to get the events to open.
Get your feet moving. We got
Okay.
a tunnel to blast open.
Circe Circlet is a mysterious ring that once belonged to a mythical, legendary siren named Circe. It's a very powerful item that'll give you an edge, especially on the Siren Isle.
I want that t-shirt.
And as weeks unfold, you'll be able to unlock more gems, more powers associated with Siren Isle and the ring. So this is actually a model of Circe Circlet that you'll be able to see in game. One of our artists, Brittany Reinhardt, was able to throw it together, and you can see, like, even in game, you'll be able to see it on your character, which is, I thought it was pretty cool. You'll be able to interact with a lot of different pieces of content using this ring. It'll be fairly strong, and it'll have 3 different sockets. Each one is a different type.
What? Guys. Wonder what that does.
And you'll be able to collect a myriad of different gems that fit into these sockets, all of which do different things. Even in the current season, they'll be fairly strong, and in the next season, they'll kind of be strong enough to give you a leadway to the new content coming up. There's a slew of really cool mounts, a bunch of different transmog appearances, some of which are unused from past years that are really exciting to finally get into the players.
The Stormcrow! Oh my god, the Stormcrow. Shit, that's been in the game since BFA.
Hands. They've seen it in the files long enough.
You're damn right we have.
First thing is we look for a lot of reference to make sure that we're making something believable, something that seems like it's grounded in nature's rules enough so that when players look at it, there's nothing that's just like totally breaks their immersion. The aesthetic is really interesting. It's kind of inspired in some ways by the American Southwest. Like I was looking at some references of Arizona and stuff, the elements of those cliffs there. And so those are some of the things
I need to check
that we'll
the files
do
after
to
this.
bring the world to life. We have filled this thing with a lot of secrets, even more than in some of our previous full zone maps, because it's smaller, it's denser. So I'm excited to see if people can find all the crazy stuff that we did. I put in this little spooky spot back here. The quest designers wanted like an atmospheric kind of creepy spot, so I put like lots of animal bones have kind of been washing up in here. Another thing that's cool too is all these little like caves and micros that we added in. Each one kind of has its own crazy theme. Like over here, they'll spawn in this like crazy dragon that's gonna get spawned in from all these bones that have been collected and stuff. So that's kind of like the pinnacle of this like little creepy pocket over here. This used to be like an azurite mine over here in the center. So there's like elements of what happened here, but then you can tell something bad happened. And there's also this really cool stuff that was put up in the ridges of the mountains. And one of the things I helped out with doing was like making a lot of this space playable. So instead of just being limited to a flat 2D plane, we can put stuff on top of that 2D plane.
I wonder if you can drag them right there.
Gameplay experiences, new vantage points, like this big mine track that goes above everything. We definitely do a lot of play testing and soup testing amongst ourselves, and that really helps too. I'm not just kind of designing stuff in my corner that will like get people to actually run through it, and I'll get opinions from people who haven't been building it to see like where do they get lost, where are the pain points here. And that's a process we don't just go through for this, we go through it for all the spaces we design in our game. And again, we'll also look back at previous examples of what did players like from previous zones, what did they not like. We try to learn from our past mistakes and learn from our past successes and bring that forward into our new zone.
Fair.
One of my favorite little Easter eggs, because there were plenty on this isle, there were plenty of Easter eggs and secrets.
Why is there Kazan behind her? What's going on here?
People to look forward to. One of my favorites personally is the bestiary, actually, all the creatures that are native to the island. One of the things that I took a lot of inspiration from was actually Darwin's finches and the Galapagos, and that essentially states that there are all of these finches that are very closely related, but on different islands their beaks have become different, right? So they have adapted to do different things and eat different things. So I took that concept and I put it on the Siren Isle. It's like we have this isle. What are all the creatures that have come here? How has the island been affected over time? Like, all of the creatures are
PTR launches on the 31st. That's fucking tomorrow.
Intentional, and it's a fun Easter egg that I don't think people would look for, but I hope that they'll enjoy uncovering the secret of the history of the isle through the creatures as well.
Thank you all so much for joining us here today. Our team had a blast in creating and bringing to life Siren Isle, and we really hope that you have just as much fun exploring it as the team did in creating it. Wanted to thank you all again, and we really hope to see you all in the Siren Isle.
Okay, we need to have a look. So War Within content update will be available on the 31st. Set your sights to Siren Island, sail to the mysterious island in Thingy. Answer to the thing. Face old enemies. New currency, Flame Best Iron, is available to trade for items like pets, mounts, gear, and transmog, as well as upgraded powerful ring. Add some spark. There's Plunderstorm on the horizon. The Battle Royale inspired event is coming back in early 2025. Keglegs returns to pillage the Arathi Highlands, join the crew and fight the last pirate standing, grab all plunder you can. New and returning transmogs. Delve into the aftermath of Dalaran's fall with the War Within epilogue questline. The Kirin Tour must confront their past mistakes and decide the future course for their people. Story prologue for 11.1. Continue the story and uncover familiar faces. Turbulent Timeways return. Oh my god. Arathi ear customization. Human and Culturians gain Arathi ear customization. Head over to the barbershop. Oh. Oh. Shit. Holy shit. Plunderstorm's coming back, boys. Oh my goodness. New map? No, I think it says it's the same map. Oh, that's so exciting, man. PTR tomorrow. I need to find this island. I need to find this isle. It's going to annoy me forever if I don't find it. I can't remember what the name of it was. Lost Isles, Azura Mist, Dragon Isles, Wandering Isle, Broken Isles, Island, Scenario, Alcaz Island, Mogu Island, Havenswood. Oh, what was it called? I really can't remember. Maybe it was called Test Island? It's definitely exists. And I will die on a hill. I am convinced it existed. I just can't remember what the name was. Which hill? All of them. Plunder Isle. No, that's empty. Pirate. No. Okay, let's go from the beginning of BFA. Azurite BG. No. Arathi. No. Scenario. Alcaz Island. No. Void Elf. Unused. Hold. Okay, that's not it. AB phase. No. AI test. No. No. Assassin Scenario. No. Borealis Dungeon. No. City of Gold. No. Islands. We've gone through all these. Lordaeron Scenario? No. Mechagon. Pirate Town Dungeon? No. Plunder Isle? No. Quest Training? No. Siege of Ogrima Zone? Right, let's just do the ones that don't sound too obvious. Dev Map G. Island 10. Mine? Abandoned Mines. There it fucking is. I fucking told you. 8.2. 8.2, baby, I told you. There it is. The Siren Isles. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, in all honesty. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that.